Hello, I'm Barry Winbott, and this is Tinycast number 12. Today, I'm going to speak about brief therapy, or more to the point, single-session therapy. Now, bin all your prejudgments and all your ideas you're carrying around about therapy. I've been a therapist for 30-odd years. I've used brief therapy techniques almost as long. I discovered them soon after I qualified. And I have great success rates with the people who come to see me. Typically, people see me 3 to 5 sessions. But more importantly, and what it's about today, is single session therapy, because a lot of those people only come along for a preliminary chat, or maybe they do one full session. Now, a preliminary chat is, well, it can turn into an hour. I give 20 minutes free, but I don't count. And if the conversation's going well, it might be a whole hour. Now, research has shown by a very influential man called Moshe Talman back in, must have been the 90s, his book, Single Session Therapy, really influenced me. And it's influenced the whole field of psychotherapy because he's proven that what we suspected really can be very effective. More about that in a minute. Back to my practice. I see people for a very brief time, because my belief is that people have strengths, they have resources. Most of us get lost. Some of us get lost several times in our lives. I don't exclude myself from that. And we can benefit from talking to somebody else about it. And the reason that is effective is because when you get talking in the right sort of way, your mind works differently. And a deeply meaningful conversation with somebody who knows how to conduct that conversation needn't necessarily be a professional, by the way, but generally it is. A deeply meaningful conversation actually engages both minds, and I like to think it kind of creates a third mind, and you both think of things you definitely wouldn't have thought of by sitting on your backside by yourself, cogitating and worrying about your problems. So, in comes single-session therapy in the mid-90s, thereabouts. I mean, it's been around since the late 50s, and actually there's literature going back before that. But let's start with modern-day approaches. Single-session therapy says, well, look, I'll quote you from Moshe Talman's website. He says, this therapy method came together once I changed my outlook. I started to see psychotherapy in a different way, and as a result, my methods changed. Once my way of thinking changed, it was noticeable that my patients changed as well. I started to look at them as actual people and not psychiatric study cases. Instead of deficiencies and disorders, I reached for strengths and abilities. I listened attentively where I used to guide and lecture. Instead of providing diagnoses and prognoses, I suggest and share achievable goals. And quite clearly, he works collaboratively with his clients. He calls them patients. In my jargon or my terminology, that's clients. He formulated this single-session approach. It's something a lot of therapists knew about already, so he wasn't unique, but he proved it by doing long-term studies with the people he worked with. Why do we need it now more than ever? Because there ain't enough to go around in the mental health field. And a lot of the difficulties that people are facing, they can benefit from a single conversation if it's conducted in the right way. So look out for single-session therapy. There's quite a bit on my website about this, and you can always contact me. I'm not touting for business here, by the way. I really want to spread the word about single-session therapy. This has been Tinycast. I'm Barry Winbott. If you found this interesting, please like, share, or comment. You'll find more on this topic on my blog at barrywinbott.com. And if you have a question or a topic you'd like me to cover, you can WhatsApp me at Tinycast. Have a great day. All the best. Bye for now.